You're watching Rain Knight Gaming.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rain Knight Gaming. I'm Rain Knight. In this video, it's time for Meta Watch Mondays. I'll put a song there or something there eventually. Okay, the normal Eagle's Nest is on hiatus for another little bit. I'm not sure when they're coming back, but when they come back, I will definitely let you know. But this week, we've got a new tournament that's, I believe, in its third week. And it's definitely one I'm going to try to get into whenever I find the time to, because I'm old and I got lots of crap going on. But this one is called the Sunday Gundam Fight and takes place 1 o'clock EST. It's actually a European tournament, so whatever time that is over there. So do the math. As you can see, you've got standard, start times, all that crap. This one already ended, obviously, but you can look on EX Burst to get all the information, or just go over to the Gundam Discord that I have linked down below, and you guys can find out all the information you need to take part in this tournament. And there is pricing and all that good jazz. This one had 11 players, pretty awesome. And as you can see, get rid of this ad. As you can see, Zunda won this one, and that is 1 Year War Rush. And then Levi with White Blue got second. And Junhee with Operation Meteor. And then, we'll just call him Zen. Then Zen with White Blue Control. So pretty good spread for the top, just 2 repeaters. And we got a deck, not blue-white, to win it. As you can see up here, we've got all of the people's deck lists. If you would want to come in here and look at them, we're just going to look at the top 4 today to give you an idea of what's winning out in the meta today. But as you can see, good turnout and a pretty good spread of decks. They said there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different deck types in this one. Blue-white control, still with the 5. That's probably going to be like the highest not attribution or whatever you call it, participation deck, just because it's known and people are used to playing it a little bit more. It's kind of a safer option. You know, it's a pretty consistent deck, but people taking it home with some of the less played decks, and I love seeing that. Okay, we're gonna jump into the 4th place deck here. Get rid of another ad. Didn't drop this into Wing Table because I found this kind of cool, so we'll go this way. You get to get this really big card right here. So going through, as you can see, this one plays 30 units, 10 pilots, 6 bases, and 4 commands. First up, we've got Grandpa Gundam. Obviously Grandpa Gundam, we're gonna play that at 4. It's a really, really good card. Just helps with, survivability, has good attack, good defense, bumps up other attacks, links with Amuro, just an amazing, amazing card. Then we've got Launcher Strike Gundam. We're playing that at 4 as well. It's a big blocker. Big booty, big blockers, gotta love those. As Zwart is a little bit of a newer card. It's been out a couple weeks, I believe. It's a 3-2, so a little bit lower in the life, but a little bit higher in the attack. So early on as a 2-2, this one's gonna be able to get through that EX base really easily. Plus, oh, wait, no, it's not going to be able to get through that EX base really easily. I always forget this card cannot attack the opponent. I always forget that. I don't know why. Eventually, I'll start reading these cards. But, maybe not. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't read cards. But this is going to be able to get rid of some cards pretty easily just because of that 3 attack. Okay, Sword Strike Gundam. Love the art on this. It's really cool. This is a really cool card. It's during Link, during attack. So a once per turn, but not a once every time. Choose 1 enemy unit with 2 or less HP, return to the hand. So it's a continual bounce effect, which can be really handy to just really control the game. And we've got 4 Durablade. Durablade, it's a really good card. Lets you bounce things that have 1 HP. Some of those rushier decks that have red. Red tends to have really low HP, so this can really bump those a lot. Another bouncer. Man, this thing's got some ads. We've got Perfect Strike Gundam. It's a really good card. It's a 4-4. Once you get into that later game, this card is just really, really good. It's a blocker, and on deploy, it bounces. You can't argue with that. Then we've got our last blocker. This is a 3-2 Gundam Lifith. It's a 2-4. Low attack, but a big booty. So, you know, if you put a pilot on there, it's going to be a pretty big unit to try to get over for just a 2 cost, so not too shabby. Pilots, we got Amuro, playing him at 4. He's one of the best pilots, so you got to play him at 4. Then for Kira, he's amazing. You drop 2 AP off of people. Super, super good card for keeping that board advantage. And then Mercury is really good because you get to get rested energy back. Only playing her at 2, keeping it to like not a super high pilot count. The 6 seems to be kind of the magic number people are playing with, and just to keep things consistent so you don't brick on pilots. Getting into our bases, we've got Gamma. That's what I've been calling this one, just Gamma. So obviously you're going to choose one of your enemy units with 3 or less HP and rest it. Very cool. It's just a nice active effect that on deploy happens. It's not my favorite base, but it's not that bad. I like the ones you're able to activate yourself, even though they do cost the 2. It gives you that extra little bit for your cost, you know, that kind of stuff. Speaking of, it's these 2, Archangel. Archangel is one of the best units. I mean, best bases, especially if you're playing a blocker deck, just because you get to attack or block, and then you restand. Super nice. Either protect your units or get those blocks in. Super awesome. White base, playing this one at 2. I mentioned this. I didn't think I mentioned numbers. 1 for Gamma, 3 for Archangel, and then 2 for White base. White base is really good, again, for board advantage. Just because if it stays out there and you keep on getting tokens, you're generating units without losing cards, so it keeps you with a little bit more card advantage. Then we're just playing 4 of the Shadow Resolve. I mean, it's pot of greed, you get to draw 2. It's the best draw card, basically. So that is your blue-white control deck that got 4th. 3rd place, man, this thing loves showing ads. We've got, who was this? This was 3rd base, 3rd place. Where you at? There you are. This is Jin Hee, or however you say that. And he's playing green-blue, so really cool. This is the Operation Mercury, so if you like the wing stuff, this is going to be your deck. We've got 4 of Raziel. It's a pretty good starter card. You know, it's a level 3, 2 cost for 4/3. Just a really good stat line, but it's a vanilla, but that's why you get those extra stats. Of course, you got to play Grandpa Gundam. Grandpa Gundam, super good. We just talked about him. We are playing the new Death Scythe. So we get 2 Death Scythes in this one. We're playing 2 of Death Scythe. How are they saying this? How do they specify this differently? They don't really specify it differently. But this is Death Scythe 033. That's how you can say it. Because if you're new to the game, if you have a different number up top, that means it's a different card, and you can play 4 of both of them, even if they have the same name. So this Death Scythe is really nice. It's a more of an early game card than the other Death Scythe. It's going to be able to have a repair 1, and it's a 4/3, so it's got a little bit of girth to it, a little bit more damage. Plus it links the 2 cost, really like that. This is also really good for the Operation Meteor deck because this is pre-turn 5, which is usually Operation Meteor has a little bit of trouble because they have to get to turn 5 to really turn on, and this lets them turn on just that little bit early. Then the actual big Death Scythe, this is the one that gives you first strike. Gotta love first strike. He's a 5/4 with 4 strikes, so you're definitely going to be able to get your damage in right when you drop him, because usually you're going to drop him with the link pair, and he's going to be really big boy. Okay, then Gun Cannon. This is the Gun Cannon with an effect, not the one from the structure deck. This one is amazing because it repairs, and you can rest units that have 2 or less HP. This paired with Amuro is just amazing combo. Good card. 3 HP is, you know, a little on almost to the low side, but still kind of high. It's not the 2/4 that the vanilla is, but the vanilla gets the extra HP just so because it doesn't have the effect. But this one is definitely awesome. Playing 3 of those. Then we're playing 2 of Mag. Mag is just a really good vanilla card. It's a 2/2. It's your kind of early game card. It's a 3/2, so you're going to be able to swing over things and get rid of that EX space really easily early on your turn 2 or 3. And then we get into our last couple units here. This is another newer one that I haven't seen in here before. This is Duo's Leo, and this unit may choose any active unit that is level 2 or lower and attack it. It's unrested. Really cool. And it gives more link things for Duo Maxwell, which is amazing because you want to have that because you're going to be playing 4 of them. This is a good card. I mean, 2/2 is usually not a stat line that I enjoy, especially when it's a 2/2/2/2. But having that effect and having a link for such an early card is really nice, and this is actually pretty darn good. Our big boy, Wing Gundam, you know him, you love him. He is a 6/4, 4/5, and has Breach 5. And he can attack things level 4 or lower that are unrested. Him plus his pilot are just going to destroy things. Once you get up to here and you have this swinging in, it starts to really turn the game in your favor, even if you're behind. So this is a really amazing card. Then we're getting into the pilots. Pretty standard pilot lineup here. We've got Amuro at 4, and we're playing Hero at 4 and Maxwell at 4. Again, we're playing a little bit more pilots in this one. We're playing 12. So, you know, definitely a little more than we usually play. Is it 12? Hold on. 2, 4, 8, yeah, 12. Math. I'm stupid. Yeah, you're playing 12, so it's a little more, but you really need to get those link pairs in this because the link pairs are the really strong part of this deck. So that's that. Okay, we were also playing 3 Gamma. Lets you rest things. It makes this deck help control things so you can get, clear that board. And then we're playing 2 of the Saints Institute. Saints Institute is just going to let you look at the top 2 cards and then choose whether to go to the top or bottom. It's just really good for stacking your deck. Then our commands, Path to Victory. This is the Operation Meteor card. It just lets you search the top 5 and put one of those cards in your hand if they're an Operation Meteor. And then, of course, Show of Resolve at 3 is a Pot of Greed. It's really good. Going to our second place deck. This is, I wish I'd remember these. This is Levi. Levi, you know him. You love him. He's been doing great this entire preseason here. So he is playing blue-white, 26 pilots, 26 units, 10 pilots, 6 bases, and 8 commands. So more commands. So we're playing 4 Strike Gundam. This one is nice because you get to draw a card and then discard something. So if your hand is a little bricky, lets you unbrick it just that little bit. A newer card, we are playing Gundam Arrow Rebuild. When paired, choose 1 command card that is a level 5 or lower in your trash, add it to your hand. So this is going to get you cards back from your trash, which can be amazing, especially late in the game in turn 6. This thing's going to let you get your hand size back and just really get moving. Should be really awesome card. Just playing 2 of those though, because it's a high level card. You don't want to brick on too many of them early on in the game. Then we're playing 4 Swart. Great early game, lets you get that early blocker that can clear units really nice, but remember, can't attack the base or shields. That's mostly a reminder for me because I'm stupid. Then we're playing 4 Raziel, just an amazing mid-game card there, early to mid-game, 3/2, 4/3. It's a vanilla, good stat lines, that's what you get. Grandpa Gundam, you know him, you love him. And then we've got 4 Perfect Strike, also really amazing card. And we've talked about it before. I don't know if they played this one in the early ones. This is Aerial Strike Gundam, and this has blocker, of course. And when paired with a level 4 or higher pilot, choose one enemy unit with 4 or less HP, return it to the hand. It's just a nice bounce, And 4 HP is a lot of stuff, so you're going to be able to bounce basically anything. Getting into the units, the pilots, we've got 4 Amuro, he's good. 4 Mercury, she's good. 2 Mercury, sorry. And 4 Hero. Nope, more ads. And, that's just a really good solid lineup of pilots for this deck. It's kind of standard, you see. And then we're pretty standard on our bases. We're playing 4 Archangel and 4 White Base. And then we've got our Searchers, we've got Overflowing Affection, and Pot of Greed, Show of Resolve. get into our champion deck. Hopefully you guys stayed along for this entire video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it so far. If you do, make sure to have a like and subscribe down below, and let me know what deck you're looking forward to playing when this game comes out. Getting right into it, he is playing the 1 Year War Rush, which I really love this deck. It's so cool. I'm glad that it is getting the love it deserves. So, starting off with a little bit of Breach, our Rick Dom. This is Breach 2, 2-3, 3-2, 3-3. Good stat line, good effect, great card. Then we've got our Galgoog. He's our big vanilla boy. This is just one that you're going to link pair with to try to really roll. And, 4-3 plus a pilot. He's going to be doing a lot of damage for you. And we've got the Char Zaku 2. This is the one that when he gets destroyed, you get to look top 3 of your cards, and if you have a Xeon or Neo Xeon card in there, you get to add it to your hand. Unit, not just card. Unit. And then we've got the Zaku 2. This is the one that can bump up his attack 2-3. That lets you get rid of those early EX bases. Super awesome. If you can start with this guy, you're always rolling good. Then we're just playing 4 of the normal vanilla Zaku 2. It's a 1 cost for 2-2. That's pretty darn good. Especially if you're going second and you have the EX, you can start off with this guy and this guy. I'll take that. A newer card, this I think came out last week and you first started seeing it. It's a 4-4, 4-3, and this is Char's Galgoog. This is when it a main, you get to activate it, and if you have a if you have like a Char in your graveyard, you get to add it and pair it with this unit. Really good. It's a really good card and definitely probably going to be a staple you're going to see in a lot of decks. Then we're playing some more early game. This deck is basically all early game because you just want to rush your opponent down. More ads. We've got Gun Tank. This is the one that deals 1 damage. This is really good because it lets you pop those early things, especially like against red, or lets you get to your trade levels. So if you're playing more of a blocky thing, you can make it so you can even trade if you need to, or just get rid of some units. Then, of course, you've got the other one, the other Gun Tank. Then this one actually rests a unit, so if you need to clear stuff, or if they've got blockers and you don't want them to block you, this is a good card. Zaku Zulu 2, Charza. Man, my mouth is not working today. We've got Char's Zaku 2. During pair, destroy. You get to deploy a token, 3/1 token. Not bad. It helps with that flooding the board. It's really nice. Then we are playing the Vanilla Gundam 4-2, 3-4. It's just good stat lines. Plus it has a link. You can't beat that. And then since, this is such a rush style deck, you have to have a lot of units. So you're really not going to play a ton of pilots and a ton of bases, a ton of commands. So you're only playing 8 pilots. You're playing, of course, 4 Char. He's amazing, gives high maneuverability. Plus that extra 1, super good. Amuro, you're going to be able to rest a unit so they can't block you, or you can clear their units. The 1 base that we're playing 4 of it. We're playing, this is the one that helps with us spreading the board even more. This gives us the Tallgeese tokens. Or if we already have this in the graveyard, we're going to get 2 Leo tokens. And those 2 tokens can pop 2 shields, so pretty good. And then Pot of Greed. It's a great card. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Hopefully you guys like this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these little meta watches. And hopefully I can do these a little quicker next time, because 18 minutes is a pretty long time. And if you guys made it to this end, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. See ya.